Welcome back to my channel. And on this channel, we talk about ways for you to get access to capital and investments that don't break the bank. So I'm talking credit cards, credit unions, stock market, crypto, side hustles, even travel hacks. If any of that stuff interests you, go ahead and smash the like button right now. Hit the subscribe button while you're at it. I promise these videos will be short because I value your time, and I thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Your input is encouraged on this channel on every single video. Give me your thoughts, your comments, your questions, any information you want to share, because the target is for every last one of us to win. It's not a me, or you. It's a us. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Today I'm going to talk about when you are either building credit for the first time or rebuilding credit coming out of something like a bankruptcy. So these three companies I want you to avoid at all costs, okay? The first company is First Premier. First Premier Bank absolutely sucks. First Premier Bank has poor customer service. It's poorly rated. You can check that out all over the internet. The fees are really high. Interest rates are in the mid-30s. So you're talking about really high interest. Fees galore. Setup fee, or they call it a program fee, but it's basically a setup fee just to set up an account for you. Annual fees, monthly fees. On top of that, the limits that they offer are low, so you don't even have a lot of capital to work with. Just do yourself a favor. Stay away from First Premier Bank. There's better options for you. Okay, let's go to number two. Number two, Merrick Bank. Ditto like for First Premier Bank. Merrick Bank also has fees galore. Not as many as First Premier, but fees galore. Interest rates are high, not quite as high as First Premier, but the interest rates are really high. It also has poor customer service, and it's just a crummy card, and I know you can do better. Avoid Merrick Bank. Now, I know you're like, man, those two companies, those are horrible. Are you saying there's more? Absolutely. There's more, and I saved the worst for last in this case. This is one that I got suckered into in my credit rebuild out of bankruptcy years ago. Credit One Bank. Credit One Bank is infamous in the industry for being horrible. Credit One Bank has fees upon fees. There's a fee if you want to change the design of your card. There's a fee if you want to add an authorized user. Of course, there could be monthly and annual fees. I'm one of the lucky ones. My Credit One card has no annual fee, and that's the only reason that I keep it. It's only went from $1,000 to $1,250 in over 7 years that I've had it. So the only thing I get useful out of this card is that I have a long length of history with it. So it helps my credit score from the fact that the length of history is very long with this card. The way that I kind of play it and keep it active, I tie the cheapest bill that I have, which is my Sirius satellite radio, which is about $6.75 a month. I tie that to Credit One and let them bill them for it every month. That way I keep the card active and I keep that length of history and the little $1,250 to my total credit amount. It helps a little, very little, but it does help. So I keep it for those reasons. But avoid Credit One Bank. They are one of the worst in the industry. And I'm telling you, those three companies, First Premier, Merrick One, Credit One Bank, you want to steer clear of those at all costs. So you're saying, hey, if you're saying avoid all these bottom of the barrel credit card companies and I got bad credit, how do I start? I suggest getting a secured card. There's several good ones out there. You can secure a card with as little as $200 for some companies. I would suggest putting about $400 or $500 on a secured card. I like Discover's program because they actually report to the credit bureaus. So it's reported like a regular credit card that's unsecured, even though you're using your own funds to secure that card. You work that card for about 9 months, maybe even as long as a year, depending on what your credit situation is like. Pay it in full every single month. Don't ever be late. As a matter of fact, pay it a little early if you can. You'll likely be able to flip that secured card to an unsecured card with Discover, hence starting your credit journey with a much more reputable card with better benefits, better rewards, and better customer service, just better everything than those previous three companies that I mentioned. So there it is. Avoid Credit One, First Premier, and Merrick, and maybe consider a secured card. I like Discover. They have a pretty good one. U.S. Bank has a good secured card too. But if you go with U.S. Bank and you're coming out of bankruptcy, they're not going to flip that to a regular unsecured credit card if your bankruptcy was in the last 60 months. They will not lend to you for 5 years if you're coming out of a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. That's just a little FYI, a little extra nugget between you and I. Okay? So, hey, that's all I got for today. I will be back soon with more videos because I want to see you guys win. I want to see me win. I want to see everybody watching this video win. Thank you for taking the time to watch it. Please subscribe, like, and share. Please share all your information, comments, questions, whatever you have with the community so we can all grow together. Hey, again, thanks a lot. I will see you guys in the next video. Salute.